Hey there, in this video I'm going to show you how to create an AI assistant for a roofing company. So let's go. The first thing we're going to do is create an account in HighLevel. So I'm just going to create a new account here with a blank snapshot. And I'm just going to add the account manually since this is just a demo account. And I'll enter my information in here. Get it all in there. I'm going to call this AAA Roofing. If I can spell it right. AAA Roofing. There we go. And I'll just use a basic dummy address. United States, business niche. I'm just going to type in ROO and get to roofing contractor and select that. Type in my postal code, my phone number, and select my time zone, which in this case will be Eastern. Detroit's fine, and I'm going to click save. Then I'm going to go up here and click switch to sub account to go into this new account that I just created. Okay, now the first thing I'm going to do before anything else is I'm going to create a calendar because we're going to need that for the AI assistant to book an appointment. So I'm going to select calendars, calendar settings, and I'm going to create a new calendar here. So my page reloads. Here. Create new calendar. I'm going to select a simple calendar. I'm going to give this a simple name here and add the same thing to the custom URL. We're going to pretend that our hours are Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. That looks good, so I'm going to confirm. And I'm going to close this. And then I'm going to copy this little URL right here for the calendar. And I'm just going to paste this aside for a minute, so we'll come back to this in a minute. But the next thing I want to do before I leave HighLevel here is we need certain custom fields to handle that the AI can use as objectives in order for us to qualify prospects and book an appointment with them. So we need some custom fields here. So I'm going to go over here to custom fields. And I'm going to add a folder, and I'm just going to call this AI bot. Oops, bot. And then I'm going to go to folders and double click the AI bot folder. Okay, so here's where we're going to put all of our custom fields just so they're nice and organized. So the first field is going to be a radio button, or radio buttons here. And we're going to call this new roof or repair. And on the first one, we're going to put new roof, and then we're going to add another option that says repair, because we want to know. I can type here. We want to know if this prospect is looking for a new roof or they need a repair on an existing roof. Okay, so this is the first custom field that's going to match the objectives that we put in CloseBot in a minute. So I'm going to save this one. And the next one is going to be another radio button. I'm going to click Add Field, Radio Select. Next, we're going to call this Property Type, and this is going to be either residential or commercial, because we want to know the type of property that that they have. I'm going to add another field, and this one is going to be a simple text field, single line, and this is going to be roof condition. We want to know the basic condition of their roof. So the as a roofing company, that's important to know kind of out of the gate, right? So roof condition, save that one. We're going to add another one here, and this is going to be another radio select, and this is going to be roof type, because it's probably important for a roofer to know what type of roof that they're going to be that they're inquiring about. So we're going to be, let's see, asphalt, metal, tile, or maybe Cedar, depending on the location. Cedar. There we go. Save. And then we need a couple more custom fields. So I'm going to add one that's another radio select, which is finance, because we want to know whether they're interested in financing or not. So I'm going to add this as a yes or no option. I'm going to save this, and then we're going to add one more, which is going to be the time frame, because we want to have an idea of when this person is looking to have their roof replaced or installed or repaired. So time frame is just going to be a text field, so they can put anything in there that they want, either a date or type a date in letters and whatnot. So we're going to click save. Okay, so we've got most of the objectives that we need here, besides contact information, which we can handle with regular fields in HighLevel. So we've got we want to know whether they need a roof replaced or repaired. We want to know the property type, whether it's commercial or residential. We want to know the basic condition of their roof. We want to know the roof type that they have, which is like asphalt, metal tile, or cedar. We want to know if they're interested in financing or not, and we want to know the general time frame for getting this work done. Okay. So for now, this is what we need in HighLevel. So now let's go over to CloseBot, and we're going to create our bot here in CloseBot. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to just I'm going to start with I don't know, we'll just start with a solar one here, and then we're going to go through and configure this one. So first of all, in the General tab, we're going to give this a name of Roofing AI Assistant, AAA Roofing. And then for the bot name, we want to name this Max, at least I do. For the response delay in seconds, I don't want to add any additional delay in between the messaging right now, so I'm going to leave this at 0. I'm going to choose to have Anthropic to be the main model, and the backup is OpenAI, because just in doing a lot of testings, Anthropic seems to work really great for this type of demo, for roofers and other home services in general for the conversation. So I'm going to select Anthropic as the main. For the settings here, I'm going to make sure the multi-objective handling is checked. For the frequency in typos, I'm going to set this to 5. You got a number between 1 and 100. Since I do it at 5, once in a while the AI will make a spelling mistake on purpose and then recorrect itself with another message, just like a human, which is kind of cool. The frequency break up larger messages, I want to set this to 60%. So most of the time it'll break up large messages into smaller messages like a human types them. And for now, I'm going to click save. And then I'm going to go to the integrate tab, and we're going to connect this to the sub account that we just created. So let's go here. And I'm going to type in AAA to bring up my AAA roofing. Looks like I spelled roofing wrong, but that's okay. This is just a demo to show you how to build the AI, so we'll survive. Let's go here. Let CloseBot connect to my sub account here in HighLevel. And there we go. So we've integrated that right here. As you can see, it's connected since we have a orange disconnect button. Now I'm going to go to triggers here. I'm going to leave all of the auto tagging triggers on, and I'm going to leave the always aware AI on as well, so it always knows the context of the messages, right? It knows what's been discussed already all the time. Then I'm going to go over to the main tab here, and we're going to select change some settings here. So let's see, for the bot voice, I want relaxed as one. I want friendly as another, and I also want caring. I've had some good results with these 3. Okay, and then why the conversation is happening, I'm going to paste in some stuff that I created here. So basically this is going to say your name is @rep_name, which is going to pull from the name that we gave it in the general tab. You work for ABC Roofing. This is going to be AAA Roofing, a leading local state licensed and certified roofing contractor in the area. @lead name is reaching out via a website chat widget regarding roofing services. So what I'm doing is I'm telling the bot why the conversation is happening. This is for a specific web chat widget demo specifically. So you can change this to be whatever the communication channels are. But for me, this narrow demo is just for a chat widget. So I'm telling the AI people are coming to the chat widget and asking for more information. Okay. Now, in the important business information area. I'm just going to copy and paste some stuff in here, make this AAA roofing. And this could be whatever you want to put in here about the business. I usually put, you know, the business address, the phone number, the business hours in here, because sometimes those are typical questions that people might ask during the course of a conversation. Then in how to respond field, I'm going to copy and paste stuff that I've already prepared here. And again, this is going to be your name is @rep name. If @lead asks you a personal question, reply sincerely. If @lead name asks you about something other than our business, kindly let them know that you are unaware, but can provide them with information about our services. Do not tell @lead name you're a bot. You should respond naturally. That means not using @lead's name in your responses. Do not be exclamatory, meaning, you know, great with an exclamation point before every message. Kind of gets annoying. And then do not sound repetitive and be concise. Okay, so I've got my main tab done here. I'm going to click save, make sure I don't lose any of this. And then let's get to the objectives. So this is the fun part. This is where we kind of map the high level fields to our bot here. And so the first one is going to be, let's see, I'm going to click on homeowner here. Remember, this was created from a different demo, so I'm just going to type over these. New. So this is going to be our new roof or repair field from high level. So I'm just under the next to the auto update, I'm selecting the drop down and selecting new roof or repair for this specific custom field that I created. And I'm going to name it like that. And then I'm going to right here, determine if @lead name needs a new roof or repair of their existing roof. Okay. For the max attempts, I'm going to leave this off because we want to know this up front. We want to know whether they're looking for a new roof or they need a repair. Okay. So we don't want this to, we need to get this information before we move on to the next objective. So I'm going to leave this unchecked. So I'm going to click close. And then for another objective in priority 1, we're going to come over here, and this is going to be the property type. Property type here, and this is going to be, this is where we're going to determine, or we want the AI to determine whether the person is looking for a residential roof or a commercial roof, or they're interested in these types of services, either residential or commercial. Again, this is kind of important, so we're going to leave the max attempts off. Okay. Now we're going to add an objective in priority 2 here, and this is going to be our roof condition. Condition custom field here, right here, and then we're going to tell the AI to determine the condition of @lead name's roof. Say that 3 times fast. And I'm just going to set a max attempts of 2. So this isn't vital information we need, but you know, it's good to have. So we'll set this a max attempts 2. And then we're going to do a, where did my, looks like it, I updated, let's see. I think I was too fast for CloseBot and I updated the previous one that I created. Okay, that's fine. So I'm going to move this over here. This was the property type, so I just got to do property type over again. So I'm going to click here. This is type, property type, copy, paste, and then determine if they want residential or commercial. Yep. Okay, we got new roof or repair. We've got property type, commercial or residential. We've got the condition of their roof. Now we want to know the roof type that they have. Roof type, right here. And then we're going to tell the AI to determine the type of roof @lead name currently has. And then in the extra prompt area, I'm going to add this information. Extra prompt here, like this. Could be asphalt, metal, tile, or cedar. And then our max attempts, we're going to set this to 2. And then as priority type 3, we're going to add, we're going to do name here. Name. And then we're going to ask the AI to determine the first name of the person that's having a conversation here. I like to do this sometimes at the beginning of the flow, but I also like to do this sometimes in the middle or at the end, because once you get people to answer to start having a conversation and answer a few questions. They get invested in the conversation. So when you ask for personal information, they're more likely to go ahead and provide it. So I'm just going to push the first name back here a little bit, a few objectives. Okay, and then let's see, what else in priority 3, we're going to add another one here, and this is going to be, we want to know if they're interested in financing. Finance, and we're going to tell the AI here to determine if they're interested in financing, and we're going to set the max attempts to 2 here. I'm going to close. I'm going to click save right now. As long as I got a few objectives in here, might as well save right now. Okay, and then we're going to move on to priority number 4. We're going to add a few more objectives, and this one is the address, the property address, right? We want to know where their house is, so we can come out and give them a quote. Take a look. We're going to tell the AI to determine @lead name's address, and then we're going to add an extra prompt in here and just let it, the AI know that the response from the person should include a street address with city, state, and zip code. Okay, and then we're going to set the max attempts to 2 here. Actually, we're going to leave this off because the address is actually important information we're going to need. Okay, we're going to close this. We're going to add another objective here in priority number 4, and this is going to be time frame. And so we want to determine this person's timeline for getting a roof repair or roof replaced. And I'm going to add an extra prompt in here letting the AI know that this will help us to ensure that we can meet the prospect's timeline, so they'll include that in a really good way in the conversation. I'm going to set the max attempts to 2. And we just need a couple more, 3 more objectives here, and we're going to do this in priority 5. And this one is going to be booking. And if you remember, a while back, when I created the calendar, I copied the calendar ID, and so what I can do here is I can grab that ID and I can paste it in here in our calendar ID. Okay, blam, and you can see our green checkbox here on the calendar, so we know that that's connected properly. So because this is our booking, I'm going to tell the AI to book a free roof inspection / consultation with the lead, and we're going to also add an extra prompt in here. Initial appointments are typically held via video chat or on-site if needed, so the AI can share this information during the conversation as well. We're going to set the max attempts to 2, and we're going to close this one. And then we have a couple more. We want to get the email address for the booking. Email. All right, there we go. Email address. And we're going to ask the bot to determine @lead name's email address, and we're going to give it an extra prompt that it can let the lead know that we request an email address to book an appointment, so we can send reminders. We're going to set this to max attempts 2 for the email address, and then we just want to add one more objective, and that's getting the phone number. So we're going to add this down here. And we're going to select phone from the drop down, phone, right there, and then we're going to tell the AI that we're looking to determine the @lead's phone number, and just telling the extra prompt that we're looking for a valid phone number, which is already there. So I'm going to close this and click save. And we're actually almost there to actually getting this bot set up and working. So this is all we need to do on the CloseBot side. I mean, obviously you could add different objectives and move stuff around and try to do different things with the bot, but this is plenty that we need for to determine whether somebody's qualified for a new roof or a roof repair right now. So we're going to go back over to HighLevel, and now we're just going to add one workflow to actually connect the bot here to HighLevel. And CloseBot's made some changes to their environment, so we only have to add one little workflow right now, which is like so cool. It used to be they included several different workflows, but now we only need one. So the trigger is going to be customer replied Okay, and I'm just going to save this trigger as customer applied. So this means like whatever channel the customer applied on, whether it's SMS, whether it's email, Facebook Messenger, WhatsApp, Instagram, etc. No matter what channel the customer applied, this bot is going to fire off. Okay, and so the only thing we need to add in here now is a workflow, or is a webhook like this, and all we need to do is add the URL, this URL, api.closebot.ai/message, and save the action, and save the workflow, and boom. Now we've got our bot connected here to HighLevel. What I like to do, just to take as an extra measure, is if I go back over to the bot in CloseBot, I like to take the bot number, which is this right here, 15839 for this demo bot that we just created. And I like to actually feed the this specific bot value into the workflow as well, just so I know that, you know, I can at a glance I can see what bot is connected here, right? And this is really handy actually if you want to connect like a second bot here. Maybe you've got a customer service or a frequently asked questions bot, and then you have a separate booking bot. You can add both in here, but you'll need to actually, you know, assign the correct bot numbers for each one of those. So I just make it a habit to do that every time, so I know what bot is where. So I'm gonna click save now. Okay. Now the only other thing we need to do to get this bot working is we need to add it to a website or a funnel page, right? So the first thing we need to do is we go to the chat widget, and we create a new chat widget, and we select a live chat here, and then we could name this AAA Roofing chat widget, and then we can start styling it like however we want, right? So I'm not going to go through this right now. Maybe I'll do it on a different video, but I'm just going to tell it that I want the chatbot to live right in the middle here instead of the top or the bottom, and I'm going to save this chatbot. Okay, and again, we've got all these default custom messages here. Hi there, have a question, text us here. You can change all this, you know, in the different settings here, but I'm not going to do that right now, just to save time. So I'm going to click save and save this little chatbot. I'm going to go back. I'm going to go to funnels. I'm going to create a new funnel, and I'm going to name this AAA Roofing Demo. Roofing, and I'm going to create. So this is going to create a blank funnel. Now the first thing I have to do is add a new funnel step and add a page to the funnel here, and I'm just going to say AI demo, create funnel step, and we have to actually add a section to the page in order for this page to load. So I'm going to go and click on create from blank. Okay, so here's our page. I'm going to add a full width section, and then I'm going to add a one column row, and then I'm going to add a headline and just call this AAA Roofing Demo. Having a problem typing today. Okay, and I'm going to save this. Okay, I'm going to come back out of here. I actually forgot one thing when I created the funnel. When I go to settings here, I want to make sure the chat widget right here is selected in the drop down, this AAA Roofing chat widget. All right, then I'm going to come down here and click save. And then I'm going to click here to preview the page. And you'll see our chat widget. And there we go. We've got an AI assistant for a roofing company.